Guys, we have gotten so many comments. I'm not even exaggerating, and a lot of people don't leave comments, so when they do leave comments, I notice them. We have gotten so many comments on these Neon Fleck Bumper Plates. They are by Gym Bros Fitness, but they say Mayhem Strength on it. I am going to talk a little bit about that later and kind of why they are two different things. And I'm also going to continue to take my hands off the bumper plates and then see if I can catch it the entire video through, because why not? I think it'd be fun to give me something to do. But really, guys, I am Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. Today, we are going to talk all about these bumper plates here in front of me. I mean, I think that people like them because of how beautiful they are, and I have to agree. Although, let me know in the comments if you disagree. Would you put these in your home gym? Love to know. But make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you can see videos like this one. If you want to go ahead and purchase these, we made it easy and placed the link below the like button. When you use that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does give us a small commission. And lastly, these were sent to us by the company, but that doesn't change my honest opinion on these. And I'm going to save all of my personal thoughts about these for the end of the video, so continue watching it. But first, we are going to talk about kind of just the details of these bumper plates. Okay, so I have used these bumper plates so many times. About once a week, I come into GGR warehouse, I work out because we have all of my favorite equipment here. And then these are the plates that I have been using pretty much exclusively just because I think that they are so pretty. In fact, when we got them in, we unpackaged them. I said, Sam, I want those in the GGR space because, I mean, they just bring joy to me every time I look at them. The 45 is definitely probably my favorite coloring option of them. I mean, I love the blue with the yellow speckled, but the 10s, the 15s, 25s, 35s, 45s, and then 55s all come in different colors. Now, you can go ahead and buy them individually and in pairs, or you can go ahead and create a set, although the website isn't the clearest. It's a little complicated in order to do that, but you are able to make all of that work. Okay, so here's kind of my first call out to these, although just like up front, these are actually really good plates. There's only a couple call-outs I do have to these, but the first call-out I do have is kind of this edging. So it actually sticks out from the plate itself, and there's about 6 spots on each plate, and it comes with the kind of this grippiness. Now, the intention behind it is to interlock your plates onto the bar, and so they're not moving as much. However, I just don't feel like it actually works. I think it's a good idea. I don't think it actually works in execution. And then what ends up happening is if you drop it, if you're doing deadlifts, you don't have a collar on, they just kind of create space. And when these are interlocked, all of a sudden, these are the parts that stick out, and it just creates more space on the sleeve. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but I would rather have no edging and then just lay flat against each other like a lot of other bumper plates do. I would also say, and like, it's not just me who thinks this. I asked a couple other girls who come in and work out with me what they think of these plates, and we all agreed that this part's a little ouchy. I even wrote ouchy in my notes because I don't know how else to describe it. Like, whenever you go to pick these up, it feels almost just like this aggressive knurling, but in a bad way, and I just don't love it. Now, in terms of durability, I have dropped these plates a ton of times. They have been tested by other people who have dropped them a ton of times. On the website, it says that they are rated to go 30,000 drops before the durability kind of starts lacking. I mean, I have not dropped it that many times, but I will say overall, I mean, this is a really durable plate. The material that makes up these rubber plates is 100% virgin rubber. Basically, that means it's suited for environments that have a lot of wear, a lot of friction, obviously being dropped to the ground. And so that is why they went ahead and went with 100 virgin rubber. And I have to say, like, again, we have dropped them a ton, and there is no cracks, no defects, no scratches so far on the plate. According to the website, the durometer on these is between 80 and 95%, depending on what size you get. So if you get the 10 to 15, it's about an 80 to 90% durometer. And then if you get the 25 to the 45 pound plates, it's about a 95% durometer, which is actually really good. I mean, when we compare to other websites, other bumper plates, that's pretty on par with something like Reps or Rogue's bumper plates as well. Okay, so talking about the look and the logoing. So obviously here it says Mayhem Strength. However, when you go to Mayhem's website, these plates are not offered on the website. Where they're actually offered is gymbrofitness.com. I am not exactly sure. Are they parent companies? I haven't done a ton of research. If you know, let us know in the comments. why it says Mayhem on here, but then you have to go to Gym Bros Fitness in order to purchase these. Again, not sure why, but definitely have to call it out because I went to Mayhem Strength looking for these plates and couldn't find them anywhere. On gymbrofitness.com, there is one review regarding these plates. It did give them 5 stars. It said that they were just as good as any commercial bumper plates they have used. They were working well in their home. They were happy to have them. And so overall, I can't really speak to a ton of people who have used them because I only found one review. However, I would agree with that. I don't know if as good as commercial plates is accurate. However, I do think they are really good and especially a good quality for a home gym. All right, so these 45-pound plates from Mayhem or Gym Bro Fitness are 3 inches wide. We went ahead, checked out these Living Fit plates. They are also 3 inches wide. Now, this is an Eleiko competition plate. Eleiko's, obviously one of the top companies when it comes to barbells and then also bumper plates. And again, this is a competition plate, but this one is 2 inches. So, obviously this is going to be what a lot of people prefer, but you're not going to want to spend that $400 plus cost point to get something like this. These options are a lot cheaper, this being the cheapest, but in terms of its wideness, in terms of its size, it's pretty on par with a lot of other 45-pound plates. All the plates have a 2-inch wide collar, and that is, again, pretty standard. When I put them on the bar, they slid easily on and then didn't seem to move a lot. So overall, I felt like it was a really tight fit, but it wasn't hard to get onto the bar. And because of the durometer rating on these, they really do have a pretty low bounce point. I've definitely used others like the Eleiko competition plates that have almost hardly any bounce. These are going to have some bounce to them, but it wasn't anything crazy. We've had some that I felt like almost flew up halfway to my body when dropped overhead. These did not do that. You'll be able to see on V-roll how high they come up off the ground, but overall, I'm pretty impressed with that. I would say if you are expecting to drop it overhead and have it essentially stay in the same spot, that's just not going to happen. But for the most part, I think they did okay. Okay, so here's kind of my other call out aside from just this edging that I don't think adds any value to these plates, is I was actually surprised by the cost point of this. So for a pair of 45s, it's $275.99. And I was kind of shocked by that. I expected them to be a little bit more on the budget-friendly side. It's just not the most recognizable name. When you say something like Rep or you say something like Rogue, people really know that. But Gym Bro Fitness, a lot of people haven't heard of that company. And because of that, I had this idea in my head that they were going to be cheaper. However, that's not the case. When we compare them to Reps and Rogue pair of 45-pound plates, these are more expensive. The only one that even came kind of close to the cost point of $275.99 were the Neon Fleck Bumper Plates, which cost $205 for a pair of 45s, and that doesn't include shipping, whereas with these Mayhem plates, it's actually free shipping. Okay, so my final thoughts on these, there's really no major call-outs to them. We've had other plates come in that felt greasy, had a weird texture, had a super high bounce when they were dropped, were even wider than those 3 inches. These have a High-Durometer rating. I felt like they fit well on the barbell. I think that they look super cool. I love having them here in the gym, and we have a lot of comments, again, people asking when are you going to review these? What are those plates? They look so cool. I have to agree. As far as I can tell, I think the biggest appeal to these plates is the cool aesthetic, is the look. I think that they stand out even in video, even in pictures, and I think that that's why so many people have commented and asked about them. They kind of elevate or bring a lot of just fun to the home gym space. Again, my only real call-outs are these edging and then just the high cost point. I'm not sure why it's so much higher than Rogue's Fleck Bumper Plates. It's almost $75 higher. And I just am trying to figure out why. So if you have any insight to that, let me know in the comments below. Guys, I don't know if you know this. I don't know everything. I try. I don't. So help me out. Let me know in the comments. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews. Peace.